Welcome to the Hack Radio Show with Tricia Biz, powered by 9 Mobile. Every week on this station, Tricia will be teaching on different topics to help your business attract customers, increase your revenue, and build the business of your dreams. Now, here's your coach, Tricia Biz.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Hack Radio Show by 9 Mobile. I remain Tricia Biz, your marketing expert and business fixer. So today on the show, we have another topic. I'll be teaching on how to close sales like a boss. If you're a boss, put your hands in the air, right? I know that I'm just visualizing you all putting your hands in the air. Sales closing has to be one of the less taught topics, but so important that we need to address it today. Now, if you understand the sales cycle, right? The sales process, the sales cycle, whichever you call it. There are different stages. Some people say 5 stages, there's 7 stages, there's 9 stages, but whatever the number, every sale starts with prospecting and ends with closing the sale. A sale is not done until it is closed and there's money in the bank. True or false? That's basically what closing sales means. It means that you are able to make a sale. So it starts with prospecting when somebody reaches out to you or you reach out to a potential customer and you're like, oh, I can offer this service for you. I sell shoes, I sell bags, I sell candles. I'm a voiceover artist or whatever it is that you do. That's prospecting. Either they reach you or you reach them. Now, through all that conversation, if they do not give you a legal tender, which is money or whatever you guys agree in exchange for your products or your service, a sale has not been made, ladies and gentlemen. So today I want to show you different ways that you can close sales like a boss and get more money in. Now, if we look at the statistics, there's so many people who are unable to close sales. What I mean is many people reach out to you. They make inquiries, they try to find out how much the product cost, etc., but they disappear. So it's either there's crickets or they say, I'll get back to you, and they never get back to you, etc. So while you may never be able to close all the sales, but this episode is going to help you increase the percentile of your sales closing ratio.
This is Hack Radio Show powered by 9 Mobile.
Shall we get into it? Let us go. So there are different types of sales closing techniques. The first one that we're going to look at today is summary closing. What you do is you summarize all the items the customer is looking to buy, and then you send it to them. So let's say that you're having this sales transaction through a written correspondence, which can be through email, through WhatsApp chats, through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, direct message, etc. So you guys have been chatting back and forth. Oh, send me pictures. Oh, send me evidence of your work, etc. You've done all of that, and the person has gone quiet. One way you can get them to speak is you summarize everything that you have discussed. So, hello, ma, or hello, sir. So, based on the conversation, what I understand is you want to buy 3 80 leaves notebooks and 4 textbooks and 3 pens and 4 biros. All of this comes to 200,000 naira. Will you like me to send a link to purchase, or you prefer bank transfer? That is it. What you're doing is you're trying to get them to say something. You're trying to get them to commit either, oh yes, I want this, or no. Now what this does is it helps you distinguish between a window shopper and a serious buyer. So, it saves you time, and it's a polite way to bow out of an unproductive conversation, because there are people who you keep doing back and forth with them, and they are not buying, but they're just taking your time. Some people call them time wasters. I don't like to call anybody time wasters, because I've seen people who made inquiries 3 years ago now finally need my service this year, and they reach out for new prices and we close deals. So to me, nobody is a time waster. Everybody is a prospective buyer. So that's the summary close. To summarize it, to summarize the summary, you basically take all the points from the discussion, summarize it in the email, in the chat, in the whatnot, on the phone, right? It could be a phone sale conversation. You summarize, so what we've been saying, sir, is that you want to buy 3 acres of land in Songotedo, in this, you don't want a waterlogged area, etc., etc. I'm trying to confirm, is this what you want? And then you take it from there, right? That's one way that you can close a sale. Another way you can close a sale is to use, this one is mafia strategy. It's called the now or never closing. If you don't buy it now, just be going. That's what the strategy is. It is more tactical than the first one. So for this type of closing, you are throwing all the incentives in the customer's face and you are informing them about the time limit attached to it. So with this closing technique, you are driving urgency. Urgency is something that helps people close sales faster. When you let them know this thing is going to disappear by midnight, then you see people rushing. So for instance, with this now or never strategy or technique, you are saying that hello sir or dear ma, please note that to help you purchase this item, we've given you a further discount, let's say 10%, but it disappears by the 26th of this month or by 12 p.m. tomorrow. So you literally have 24 hours to grab this deal. Or we're offering you a 48-hour deal, but you need to take action before it expires, right? This is the best type of closing technique for people I call porcupine customers. Just Google porcupine, the animal that has lots of I don't know, is it pines all over it that it can prick you. Now I tag porcupine customers as indecisive because the 1 minute you're answering one question, the next one they have another question, and it's just all over the place. So to help them take that decision, you can put the now or never closing technique on the table. You have to take it now. By the time you come back next year, or by the time you come back by XYZ time, guess what? It is gone.
Hack Radio Show will be right back.
Buy a new 9 mobile SIM today and enjoy a 1,000 Naira one-off activation bonus. 900% value on all recharges of 100 Naira and above. Double data bonus on your first recharge of the month of 200 Naira and above. And 100% bonus on data plan purchases for 6 months. Existing subscribers can dial *1400# to migrate. Visit www.9mobile.com.ng for full details. T's and C's apply. 9 Mobile, here for you, here for Niger.
Welcome back to the hack.
Another closing technique you can look at is the hard/direct closing technique. Now with this one, it is an informal type of closing that is straightforward. So you are directly asking the customer, what is the bottleneck? Why don't you want to buy? What is delaying your purchase? Now, this type of technique makes good use of emotional intelligence. So you need to be able to listen to hear what they're saying and what they're also not saying. Because in every sale, they are communicating some things and there are many things they're leaving that is not said. Okay, so just be careful that you are listening if you are using this, because it requires high level of emotional intelligence when you are asking a direct question. So for instance, I can ask you, why don't you want to do business with me today? That's it. Those are direct questions in this hard or direct closing. Or is there something I've said that has made you not decide to buy yet? Or is there something else I can do to convince you that I'm the best person for the job? Those are what we call direct questions. Many people refuse to ask those questions because it takes a level of vulnerability to ask them, and it takes another level of self-awareness to be able to take whatever answer comes, because whatever answer comes can be a hard yes or a hard no as well, and a hard no is very painful. So just be ready for whatever comes from the other side. But what it does is it shakes people up, because the average customer is not used to business owners being so upfront. They're used to business owners cowering, begging, pleading, waiting for you to come back and say, oh, I'm ready to buy. So this is really direct. Please ensure that you are not rude. It's just a direct, polite question to help you make a sale. Now, another closing technique you can use is the takeaway closing technique. It works for products, right? It works for products or services that have more than one layer or more than one configuration. So for instance, it would work perfectly for interior decor, it would work for consultation, it would work for furniture, etc. Let me give you an example, or let me first explain it. I'll give you an example. So takeaway closing, it basically involves delayering your services so that they can afford a layer of it. Now, let me give an example. I was trying to buy a dining table for my parents-in-law, right? And there were different prices. So the first price I saw, I screamed. I'm like, this is high. But by the time I spoke to the attendant or the executive of the organization, she made me understand that there's dining table with real marble, dining table with, I think, like fox marble, which is like, it looks like marble, but it's not marble. And then dining table with wood. So wood was the cheapest, followed by fox, followed by real marble. So the price I saw was real marble. So with that one, they are taking away the marble and replacing it with wood. That way it was about 70,000 naira cheaper. Or you could literally take away services. So with interior design, you give them the price and they're like, wow, this is too high. My budget for this whole thing was 500,000, but you are sending me 750,000. You can look through and say, okay, let me remove screening of the wall. Let's not screen. Let's just paint. Since your house does not have water issues, let's remove screening. Let's remove this other one. Then we come to your 500,000 naira budget and the place still looks decent. What have you done? You have taken away some of the services, right? That was attached, some of the services or items that was attached to that particular price. Now, another closing technique that you can use is the puppy love closing technique. This is one of the most popular closing techniques out there. So what it does is it entails making your customers fall in love with your products by letting them sample your products. So either you let them use the product, you let them feel it, you let them test it, you let them experience it, so that's why brands use things like sampling. You wonder why you go to malls and people are giving you something to taste, something to, you have testers for perfume because they're trying to get you to experience it and feel it. That's why when you go to buy a car, they let you do a test drive. Once you enter that car, that is part of the sales psychology, guys. Where once you sit in it, minus the technicality of, this is how the car works, but there's something that happens to your psychology. You're already imagining yourself driving that car down the streets to your neighborhood. Your friends will be hailing you, hey, my guy, see your brand new, you're already imagining things, just sitting down and feeling the leather or whatever it is inside that car. That is puppy love. So if you offer a product or service where they can try it, that's why softwares, they'll give you 3 days free subscription to try it. That's a way of closing a sale. They get you to try it. After the 3 days, then they now tell you to pay for it. Okay? So that is another closing technique that you can consider. So guys, there you have it. Those are different types of sales closing techniques that can help you close sales like a boss and increase your closing rates, right? So all the people who keep saying, I'll get back to you, etc., go and try one of these many techniques I've taught you and let me know how it went. If you have any questions, you need clarity around what we discussed, you can always reach me via email at thehack@9mobile.com.ng. Let me spell that. THEHACK at 9mobile.com.ng. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and also on YouTube at 9mobileNG. So I do hope that you join me next time, same station. I'll be here on the Hack Radio Show by 9mobile. See you all. It's still Tricia Biz.
Same time, same station next week. It's been Hack Radio Show by 9mobile with Tricia Biz, where you learn all you need in order to attract customers, increase your revenue, and build the business of your dreams.
This is Hack Radio Show powered by 9mobile. Thank you for listening.